True crime, a genre that chills and fascinates, it's a descent into the darkest corners of the human psyche, a glimpse into the abyss of evil. We are drawn to these stories, to the macabre, seeking to understand the incomprehensible. Perhaps it's the thrill of the unknown, the puzzle to be solved, the desire to peer behind the curtain of normalcy, to confront the monsters that lurk in the shadows. We devour every detail, every clue, every twist and turn, hoping to unravel the mystery, to bring order to chaos. But the darkness lingers, a haunting reminder of the fragility of life, the ever-present potential for evil. These stories force us to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves, about the society we live in. We ask ourselves, could it happen to me? Could someone I know be capable of such horrors? It's this chilling possibility, the unsettling feeling that the line between good and evil is thin indeed, that keeps us coming back for more. We crave the adrenaline rush, the intellectual challenge, the visceral reminder that the world is not always as it seems. July 30th, 1975. Jimmy Hoffa, the powerful and controversial leader of the Teamsters Union, vanishes without a trace. Last seen at a suburban Detroit restaurant, Hoffa was scheduled to meet with two known mob figures. The meeting never happened. Hoffa's disappearance became an instant media sensation. Theories abounded. Was he murdered by his enemies in the mob, eager to silence the outspoken union boss? Did his ties to organized crime finally catch up with him? Decades later, the mystery remains unsolved. The FBI has pursued countless leads, excavated properties, even dug up a swimming pool. Each dead end only deepens the enigma, fueling endless speculation and conspiracy theories. The case continues to grip the public imagination. Hoffa's ghost haunts American folklore, a symbol of the shadowy underworld that operates beneath the surface of everyday life. His disappearance stands as a stark reminder of the power and reach of organized crime, its ability to operate with impunity, to make even the most powerful men vanish without a trace. Late 1960s, Northern California. A masked figure terrorizes the Bay Area, leaving a trail of blood and cryptic messages in his wake. The Zodiac Killer, as he called himself, taunted police with coded letters sent to newspapers, boasting of his crimes, threatening more to come. His victims, young couples, were chosen seemingly at random, shot dead in lovers' lanes or secluded parks. The killer's motives remained a mystery, his cryptic messages a chilling testament to his twisted mind. Despite a massive manhunt, the Zodiac was never caught. His identity remains unknown, his taunting messages a frustrating puzzle that continues to baffle investigators and amateur sleuths alike. The Zodiac case became a cultural phenomenon, inspiring books, documentaries, and countless theories. It tapped into our deepest fears, the idea of a random killer driven by a twisted ideology striking without warning. The case remains a stark reminder of the limits of law enforcement, the chilling possibility that some mysteries may never be solved. The Zodiac's legacy is one of fear, uncertainty, and the enduring power of the unknown. February 9th, 2004. Maura Murray, a 21-year-old nursing student, crashes her car on a snowy road in Haverhill, New Hampshire. When police arrive, the car is empty. Maura is gone, vanished into thin air. Days before, Maura had been acting strangely. She emailed professors about a family emergency, packed her belongings, and withdrew cash. Her internet searches revealed a fascination with the White Mountains, the very area where she disappeared. Was Maura running from something? Did she stage her own disappearance? Or did something sinister befall her on that lonely mountain road? The questions linger, unanswered. Theories abound: accident, suicide, foul play. But with each passing year, the trail grows colder, the answers more elusive. The case has captivated online communities, amateur detectives poring over every detail, searching for clues, desperate to bring Maura home. Maura Murray's disappearance is a chilling reminder of the fragility of life, the way a person can vanish without a trace, leaving behind a void of unanswered questions and unbearable grief. 1946, Texarkana, a town straddling the Texas-Arkansas border. A phantom killer stalks the night, preying on young couples parked on lovers' lanes. The phantom killer, as he became known, would approach parked cars, blinding his victims with a flashlight before unleashing his fury. His weapon of choice, a .32 caliber pistol, became a symbol of terror, its sharp crack echoing through the night. 5 attacks, 3 of them fatal, left the community paralyzed with fear. The killer, described as a tall man in a white mask, was never caught, his identity remaining a chilling mystery. The Texarkana moonlight murders sent shockwaves through the nation. Small-town America, once considered a safe haven, was no longer immune from the darkness that lurked in the shadows. The case, with its eerie similarities to the Zodiac killings, ignited a national obsession with serial killers, forever changing the way we view crime and the monsters who walk among us. Australia Day, 1966. 3 young siblings, Jane, Anna and Grant Beaumont, vanish from an Adelaide beach. They had taken the short bus ride to Glenelg Beach, a popular summer spot, for a day of sun and fun. Witnesses reported seeing the children playing happily on the beach, a man matching their description nearby. When their mother arrived to collect them, they were gone. Despite a massive search, no trace of the children was ever found. The Beaumont children's disappearance sent shockwaves through Australia and beyond. It remains one of the country's most baffling unsolved mysteries, a haunting reminder of the evil that can lurk even in the most idyllic settings. The case sparked one of the largest investigations in Australian history, but the trail ran cold. Theories ranged from abduction by a stranger to a tragic accident, but no concrete evidence ever surfaced. March 31st, 1922, on a secluded farmstead near the Bavarian village of Hinterkaifeck, 6 people are brutally murdered with a pickaxe. The victims Andreas Gruber, his wife Kazilia, their widowed daughter Victoria Gabriel, her 2 young children, and the family maid, Maria Baumgartner. The gruesome discovery sent shockwaves through the region. The killer had stayed on the farm for several days, tending to the livestock and eating the family's food. Who could have committed such a heinous act, and why? The Hinterkaifeck murders remain one of Germany's most infamous unsolved crimes. Theories abound, from a family feud to a random act of violence, but the killer's identity and motive remain shrouded in mystery. The case continues to fascinate and horrify. The brutality of the murders, the isolation of the farmstead, and the chilling lack of a motive make it a story ripped from the pages of a nightmare. April 11th, 1981. In the peaceful mountain community of Keddie, California, a family is brutally attacked in their cabin. Sue Sharp, her son John, and his friend Dana Wingate are found bound, tortured, and murdered. Sue's daughter, 12-year-old Tina Sharp, is missing. Her remains are discovered 3 years later, miles from the crime scene. The brutality of the murders shocks the community. Despite a massive investigation, the case remains unsolved. The killer's motive and identity remain a mystery. The Keddie cabin murders stand as a chilling reminder of the vulnerability of innocence, the darkness that can penetrate even the most idyllic settings. The case continues to haunt the small town of Keddie and beyond. The gruesome nature of the crimes, the lack of answers, and the whispers of a cover-up have kept the case alive in the public imagination. Living with the echoes, the enduring impact of unsolved crimes. Unsolved crimes leave scars on the fabric of society, open wounds that refuse to heal. They haunt us not just with the horror of the act itself, but with the unsettling knowledge that the perpetrator remains at large. The victims' families and friends are left with an unbearable void, a constant ache for answers that may never come. These cases challenge our sense of order, our belief that justice will prevail. They remind us that evil exists, that monsters walk among us, sometimes hidden in plain sight. They force us to confront the fragility of life, the randomness of violence, the unsettling possibility that we too could become victims of the darkness that lurks in the shadows. The enduring fascination with true crime, particularly unsolved cases, speaks to our need to understand, to find meaning in chaos. We are drawn to the mystery, the puzzle to be solved, the hope that by unraveling the truth, we can somehow regain a sense of control, of safety. Echoes of the past, the enduring impact of unsolved crimes. Yet, the answers often remain elusive, the mysteries unsolved. We are left with the echoes of the past, the lingering questions, the unsettling feeling that some truths may never be revealed. These cases serve as stark reminders of the dark side of human nature, the capacity for evil that exists within our world. They challenge us to confront our own mortality, the fragility of life, and the ever-present potential for violence. But they also remind us of the importance of seeking justice, of remembering the victims, and of never giving up hope that even the most enduring mysteries can be solved. The stories of these unsolved crimes serve as cautionary tales, urging us to be vigilant, to protect ourselves and our loved ones, and to never forget the victims whose lives were tragically cut short. They remind us that the pursuit of justice, though often long and arduous, is a necessary endeavor, a testament to the value of human life and the enduring power of hope.